Alright people, I've had my freshwater moray eel for about 18 months now, and I thought it's about time we do an update. By the way people, it is cold today, so I'm gonna keep my hood up in that. My voice is a bit rough still, so yeah, apologies for that. But yeah, let's just get straight into it. Now, one of the #1 questions I get asked about my freshwater moray eel is it actually freshwater? Now, I'll keep it real people, that was also a question I had when I bought this eel, because she was a bit of an impulse buy. However, there was all this mixed information online. Some sources were saying they were brackish, some sources were saying they were true freshwater, and yeah, I kind of just decided to take the risk. And people, it's been 18 months and she is doing completely fine. But yeah, anyway, let's get to the first point, which is her overall appearance and growth. And people, I have to say, I did not realize how much this eel has grown. Raw. Like when I first got her, she was quite skinny, which is, you know, which makes sense, she was a baby and that. But recently, like, I was feeding her and she came out fully, and I was just looking at her and I thought, rah, she has actually grown. Because, like, remember people, I see this eel every single day, and when you see something or someone every single day, you don't actually notice these changes. But when I compare the footage of my moray eel when I first got her compared to now, yeah, the difference is crazy. Now, it has been 18 months. Well, I'm pretty sure it's been about 18 months, like maybe 19 now. Yeah, it has been a while and she has been eating a lot. So like, yeah, definitely put on a bit of weight. Now, coloration wise, I don't think she has changed that much. She still looks really cool, got a really nice pattern on the sides, and yeah, it just seems like they get prettier the more they grow. But yeah, let's move on to the next point. And the next thing I want to talk about is their behavior. You see, my moray eel's behavior from when I first got her compared to now is completely different. Like, it's actually crazy. You see, when I first got her, she was very, very shy. She would hide in the cave all day. When I tried to feed her, she didn't really want to eat it. It took about a week to get her to eat. However, now, 18 months later, she is so comfortable, people. Like, she moves around the entire tank. She sometimes goes exploring. And during feeding time, when I open up the lid and she knows she's about to be fed, yo, she pops her head out ASAP. Like, we almost have a little bond there. It's crazy. Now, a few months ago, I also done an experiment to see whether she would bite me. If you want to see that video, I'll put it up here somewhere. But long story short, she did end up biting me, but it was an accident. She didn't actually mean to. I was hand feeding her and she kind of misjudged it and she got a bit of my thumb. But apart from that instant, she has never actually bitten me or anything like that. And I've also read that moray eels can be incredibly intelligent, which kind of makes me think that there's a good chance that this eel might see me as a friend. I mean, okay, wait, that sounds weird, but like, what I mean is she knows I'm not there to harm her or anything, so I can put my hand in there and I never really need to worry about being bitten. Let me touch some wood quick before I jinx it, you know. Before we carry on, if you are enjoying this video, then let me know by leaving a like or a comment. And if you want to see more videos like this every single week, then please remember to subscribe. It really helps me out. Now, in regards of her feeding, that is all still normal. She just eats all the prawns. We did start off with bloodworms, of course, when I first got her, and she was on bloodworms and earthworms for a really long time. However, after a while, I did eventually try out prawns because I keep seeing everyone else succeeding with prawns, but she was rejecting it for a really long time. But then we done that video where we tried soaking it in garlic. If you want to see that video, I'll put it up here somewhere. After we soaked it in garlic and she got a taste of the prawns, she pretty much started loving the prawns, and I don't even need to soak it in garlic anymore. Whenever I put prawns in front of her now, she pretty much eats them straight away. Now, I do want to try out a few other things. I'm not sure what yet. I might try feeding her some lancefish just to kind of give her a bit of variety in her diet. I might get some earthworms again as well. But yeah, her main diet is the prawns. Now, by the way, just to quickly mention, I am just giving you guys an update and just talking about her behavior and all of that in general. However, I am going to do a complete care guide very soon. I made one before, but that one is really, really short and I wasn't very experienced. However, in these past 18 months, I have learned a lot. I've experienced a lot with this moray eel. So I'm currently working on making this complete care guide, and it will basically have everything you need to know if you want to keep a moray eel yourself. Literally, the only thing I'm waiting for is for my voice to completely recover, because I want to make sure that that video is really good. But yeah, that video is coming soon, people. In regards of the tank setup, she is very, very happy with that. Got quite a few hiding spaces, we've got quite a few plants, and even though she spends most of her time in her cave, when she does go out and exploring, it looks like she appreciates the fact that there's many other hiding spots. spots, because sometimes when I see her exploring, like, I go towards the tank because I want to take a video, but I think the movement kind of like scares her a little bit, so she kind of like goes to the back and hides, so I'm never really able to get any good footage when she's out exploring. But it does seem like she does appreciate all these different hiding spots. Oh my days. Alright, before we carry on with the video, future Scooby here. I'm literally editing the video that you're watching right now, and I just realized this is the last video of 2023. That is absolutely crazy. I don't want to take up too much time now, so I'll leave it for the end of the video. If you want to see that, just keep watching to the end. But yeah, for now, I hope you all have a happy new year, and let's get back to the video. Now, in regards of water parameters and temperature and all of that, I keep my water at 25 degrees and all of my fish do seem to be perfectly happy with that. In regards of water changes, I do about 1 to 2 buckets every month, and I do a big water change of about 40% about every 2 months, I would say. I used to do it every month, but then life just got much busier, and now I do it about every 2 months. But the water does seem to be fine. The only thing is there are a few dead spots in that tank, so dirt can sometimes build up, which can be annoying when I'm trying to film, because like I'm filming and then the fish start to move and then suddenly the water gets a little bit cloudy. But I'm hoping when I eventually start moving most of the fish over to the Roma 240 and there's less fish in the actual fish tank, the amount of debris that builds up should technically go down, because there'll be less food in the tank, less feces and all of that. But yeah, in general, people, I do the water changes like that. Water temperatures at 25 degrees, and that is my general maintenance, and it does seem to keep my moray eel happy. Like, one of the key indicators that a fish is not happy is that they would stop eating and all of that, and this eel, she eats everything I put in front of her. So yeah, I'm pretty confident that she's very happy. Now people, if you are considering getting a freshwater moray eel, first things first, I would suggest that you check out my other videos on my moray eel, because there are many little things that I didn't mention in this update that might be useful information for you. But all in all, people, if you are looking to get one and you want to do something similar to me where you have it in a community tank, I would say make sure that your tank is a bit established. I feel like if you put your moray eel in an empty tank, for one, it's not really cycled, so you are kind of risking your moray eel. But also, I feel like in order to make this balance work of the fish and a predator fish, you kind of need to put the peaceful fish in first, let them do their thing, and then you add in the predator fish. This is not based on any scientific fact or anything. This is like my personal opinion. But yeah, I thought I'll just put that out there. Now, for anyone who is new to my channel, don't worry guys, my moray eel is not going to stay in that 200-litre tank forever. She is going to move downstairs to my 240-litre, which is a whole foot longer, which gives her much more space. And if I do ever feel like she needs an even bigger tank, let's say she grows really big, then of course I will upgrade to a bigger tank, assuming that I am in a good financial position. Because if she were to have a growth spurt right now, people, I can't actually afford to get a much bigger tank, so I may have to give her away. But luckily they do seem to be slow growers, so I should have at least a few more years before I may need to consider getting a really big tank, something like a 300-litre maybe, or a 350. But yeah, for now she seems to be happy, she seems to be good, and honestly buying this moray eel was one of the best decisions I've ever made. Alright people, now that we're at the end of the video, yo, let's talk about 2023, man. This year has been crazy. Oh my days. I mean, we hit 1,000 subscribers. Like, people, honestly, I can't put into words how much I appreciate every single one of you. I can't remember exactly what we started this year with, but I was somewhere around 200 or maybe 300 subscribers. And keep in mind, it took me months to even get to that number. I had no idea where I was going to be at the end of the year, but I did not think we were going to hit 1,000 subscribers. Right now, we're at 1.5, nearly at 1.6, which is just, oh, it's mind-boggling, man. It's actually amazing. There's so much work that went into this journey, people. I was thinking one day I might do a video about my journey on YouTube, and if I do eventually do that, you might get a better idea. But yeah, like, this journey has been incredibly long and difficult, and finally reaching it this year was just absolutely amazing, man. And it is literally all thanks to you guys. Just understand, people, I can't say this enough, I appreciate every single one of you. Now, one of the highlights of this year, of course, was getting the Fluval Roma 240. 2020. I had to save up a long time for it, people. Now, I do have a lot of expenses every single month, so there was literally months where I could only save up like £50 and that. And as we all know, fish tanks can get really expensive. But the way it worked out is so crazy, because as I was getting closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers, I was also getting closer and closer to hitting my budget, and they basically both hit at the same time. Meaning, when I hit monetization was literally the day before I was uploading the video where I revealed my brand new fish tank. It was just, yeah, like this, the way this year happened, it's just been amazing, man. Now, of course, it wasn't all good. I mean, we've had some really cool wins, but we've also had some losses and failures. This year had everything. It was all over the place. But in the end, hey, we made it to the end. And I can't wait to see what 2024 has in store for us. Now, I hope all of you have a wonderful new year. I hope you achieve all of your goals and dreams next year. And yeah, man, just positive energy towards you guys. Make sure to look after your health and that. Get home safe and everything. And yeah, I will see you in 2024.